Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the stake races from Belmont Park here on Saturday, September 28, 2013. It's the best day of racing here at Belmont Park here in this fall meet. I'm going to handicap all the stake races on card from races 5 to 10. So let's get on to it. Today's fifth race, which is the 75th running of the Belmont Invitational Grade 1. Purse $400,000. Fillies, mares, drills, and upwards. Going 1 mile and 1/8 here. Very good race here. A mile and 1/8 field of 6 horses here. I'm going to go with the heavy favorite here, Royal Delta, Mike Smith in the saddle last time out. They run at Saratoga's mile and 1/8 in the Press Mountain Stakes on August 25th. Won easily that day by 4.5 lengths. He's 2-3 wide and just was eased the lace. Very impressive win. 105 buyer that day. Then in the Delaware Handicap Mile Quarter at Delaware Park on July 20th. Won even easier that day by 10 3/4 lengths. He won handily in fashion. And then Churchill in the Florida List Stakes at Churchill on June the 15th. Came second that day by 5 lengths. She was 4 or 5 wide and drifted in at the 8th ball. Not impressive race, but his first start since coming back from a 10th in the Dubai World Cup. This horse did run in this race last year, romped in this race, won by 9.5 lengths. She was briskly urged at the 4th pole at the 8th ball and just went on to win that day. If you like this horse here, won the British Cup Ladies Classic last year. Going with this one, so Cat My Bet's race number 5 from Belmont Park, going to 4. Let's get on to the 6th race. The 6th race, what is the 33rd running of the Kelso Handicap Grade 2 event with 3 hills and upward, 1 mile on the main track, field of 6, and I'm going to go with the 2 Grider, 7-5. Edgar Prado is in the saddle last time out. They're running the New Orleans Handicap on March the 30th at Fairgrounds, mile and 8, on the 30th of March. Came in first by 1 3/4 lengths. He's 3-4 wide turns and led 16 pole. Got a 103 buyer that day. Then at Gulfstream mile and 8 in the Don Handicap on February the 9th. Won by 3 lengths. He was off the rail and drew clear that day. Another really great race. Then optional claimer at Gulfstream, 1 mile on December 6th. Won by 4.5 lengths. Drew off driving. I think this horse could do good out of Bridal Song, 7-5. The big question with this horse is the layoffs from March to now. I hope he can handle it. If he can. So we count my bets race number 6 from Belmont Park, going to 2. Now let's get on to race number 7, which is the 74th running of the Bosberg Invitational. Grade 1 event, purse $400,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards, going 6 furlongs. We have a field of 8 horses going post here, going 6 furlongs. 6 furlongs. And I'm going to go with the 8 horse here. Number 8, Private Zone, a California shipper, Doug O'Neill trains. Martin Pedroza coming in for the ride. Last time out there in Belmont on 6 furlongs on September 4th in the Pirate Bounty Stakes. Won by neck that day. He was fought back on the rail late. Then the Golden Shaheen at Dubai made on 6 furlongs on March the 30th. Came 9th by 4 furlongs. He was early to the lead and just had it 3 furlongs out and just weakened then. Then the stake race at San Anita during the winter, January 19, 2013, 6 furlongs stake race. Came second by a length. He do led and wore down that day. Another race wasn't his greatest race. Do like this horse here. Came second last year's Damascus Stakes 7 furlongs at San Anita and a second in the Malibu Handicap. Hopefully this horse can handle it. So Cat My Bet's race for 7 from Belmont Park, going with the 8. Now let's go into race number 8. What is the 36th edition of the Flower Bowl Invitational Grade 1 event, purse $600,000. We do have a field of 8 horses here, including 1A, going 1 mile and 1/4. 1 mile and 1/4. It is for 3-year-olds and upwards, filly mares. Another great race, great British Cup prep here, and I'm going to go with the 2 Mystical Star. 4-1 Junior Alvarado is in the saddle. Last time out there in Kentucky Downs, mile 5/16 on September 7th in the Kentucky Ladies Marathon. Won by neck that day. Reese Blanc was in the saddle that day. He had a bid 3 wide and was all out. Then Saratoga mile and a half in the Wyatt Stakes on August 5th. Came in third by 2 3/4. Bid 3/16 falling without finish. Then at Belmont mile quarter in New York Stakes on June 29th. Came to the by 2.5 lengths. He rated on the inside to the quarter pole, just couldn't get up there. This horse is stepping up in some class here. I think this horse could do it here. The biggest question is the class coming in from these races. He hasn't been doing good in Grade 1 events. Let's see if this horse can handle it here. So recap my bets for racing rate from Belmont Park going to 2. Now let's go to race number 9. It's probably one of my favorite races of the whole year from Belmont. What it is, 37th running of the John Hirsch Turf Classic Invitational Grade 1 event per $600,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards for 1 mile and 1/2 on the Widener Turf course. A very wide open field here of 7, 8, 9, 10 horses here. 10 horses going to post in this impressive race, and I'm going to go with a 2-7 exacta box here. Number 2, Big Blue King, 8-5. Joe Bravo's in the saddle last time out there on Saratoga, 1.5 in the Sword Dancer Stakes on August 17th. Won by length that day. He's part of an entry. He's on the inside, waited at the quarter pole and rallied. Then the United Nations Stakes at Monmouth on July 6th, mile 3/8. Came first by 1 lengths. He was on the rail run and pulled away. Then the Monmouth handicap mile and 1/8 at Monmouth. Came second by 1 lengths. He closed willingly that day. I do like this horse here. This horse, his last 2 starts were pretty impressive at 8-5. And I'll be also going with 7, Little Mike, 10-1. Mike Smith in the saddle. Last year's Breeders' Cup Turf winner, won by half length. Had him last year, 17-1. His bid between Lake Clear and held that day. But this year, this horse just didn't do well. Ran in the Arlington Millions, came 6th that day by 4 lengths. He was paced on the inside and just gave away. All his starts this year have been where he weakened in the final 2 furlongs. Then he ran in this race last year in Turf Classic, Belmont, 1.5 last year on the yielding going. I don't think this horse likes a wet going. It's been pretty dry lately here in New York, so I think he'll be doing good. Came 5th by 28.5 lengths. He well ran on the inside and had a retreat that day. The biggest question here is the rider. This horse, when he was doing all his winning, had Ramon Dominguez on him or Joe Bravo. Today is a different rider of Mike Smith. Hopefully he can. Let's sort of count my bets racing 9 from Belmont Park. Going with the 2-7. Let's go on to race number 10 from Belmont. What is the 95th running of the Jockey Club Gold Cup Invitational Grade 1. $1 million to go for. The 3-year-olds and upwards going 1.5 miles. Excuse me, 1 mile and a quarter. 1 mile and a quarter, sorry. Field of 8 horses on post here, and I'm going to go with the 2 Orb, 9-2. Javier Castellanos in the saddle. Last time out there on Saratoga, mile and a quarter in the Travers Stakes on August 24th. Came in 3rd by 3.25 lengths. He is inside bid at the quarter pole and yielded late. Then in the Belmont Stakes, Belmont, 1.5 miles on June 8th. Came 3rd by 5 lengths. He was 4 wide, run 2nd, just flattened out. I do like this horse here. Won the Breeders' Cup, won the Kentucky Derby easily that on May the 4th. Won it easily by 2.5 lengths. He was awkward at the start, bolted 6 wide, and had a move really good. Won the Florida Derby and won the Fountain of Youth easily this year. Hasn't won since the Kentucky Derby. Hopefully this horse can win. 9-2. Did like Belmont on Belmont Stakes Days. Going with this one. So count my bets race number 10 from Belmont Park and Jockey Club Gold Cup. Going with 2. Good luck to all. Go to horseracingkid.com.